So, welcome to physics class. This year, I'm going to be making some videos. I'll make videos about different topics, and you'll be watching them, and it should be cool. But I don't have much experience making videos, so they might be bad. So please be patient with me. All right. The purpose of this first video is going to be to introduce myself, explain the expectations of the course, and then establish a line of communication between us. And I'm gonna give you a very short homework assignment. All right. So first things first, I want you to know that I have a life outside of school, and even though I love doing what I do, and I'm gonna work really hard this year, I like to spend time outside, and one of the things since I've moved to Mexico that I've learned to love to do is scuba dive and snorkel. So here's an awesome video from this past summer, where I got to go snorkel with a whale shark in Baja California with some of my friends. So that's my friend Bryce, it's me on the boat, right? And sweet GoPro action. There it is. I know some of you probably have already done this, but for me, this was a pretty awesome experience to be able to swim next to something so huge like this. Um, if you want to see the whole video, you're welcome to do that by checking out my YouTube channel. It's just my name, Caleb Ulliman. If you Google that into put that into Google, then you will be able to find my YouTube videos. I also love to ski. Check out this ski video that I made a couple years ago. Um, so in Colorado, we got great skiing. Yeah. Again, feel free to check out those YouTube videos and any other ones that I have on my YouTube channel. Right? So let's get into some classroom expectations. I know that you guys all know how to behave, but I want to go over some of the specifics just to make everything clear. Okay? So here we go. The first one's entering and leaving the classroom. So when you're in my class and the bell is rung, you have to go you have to be getting stuff and getting ready for class, right? I don't want you to be talking to your friends, and if that's what's happening, then it's an immediate stage one. Okay. I have a pet peeve where students will stand outside of the class and then wait for the bell to ring and then go into the class. That just makes everything slow down and makes it more difficult to begin the class. So you're coming to my class prepared to learn. Only one person's allowed to leave the class at a time. So with bathrooms, I think this is pretty normal at JFK. And then the last one is you will not be allowed inside another teacher's class during the class period. So for example, let's say you forget your notebook in one of the other teacher's classes in Miss Lauer's class, and you ask me, hey, can I go get my notebook in Miss Lauer's class? No, you cannot. If you forget something in someone else's class, it's going to have to stay there. That includes cell phones, that's whatever, okay? Because it's really distracting for us when you guys walk into other classes. So it's something you're going to have to learn how to do. You can go get stuff from your lockers though if you need to. If you forget something in your locker, that's fine. Just not into other teachers' classes. Next, cell phones. If I see a cell phone, including if I'm walking around and I see it inside your desk, it's going to be a warning. Okay, so put it away. The second time I see it, I'm going to keep it until the end of the class period. If I see that you're using your phone, I will take it to Miss Danielle's. Uh, there's not an excuse for you to be on your phone unless it's a time that we have where you're going to be doing research or something like that on your phone. You're going to check the time. I've got a clock. That's not a reason to do it. You're in my class. You're there to be learning, and that's what you're going to be doing. Okay. I know that you'll still all probably be able to sneak using your phone in my class because I know that's how it is, and that's fine. But if I catch you, this is what's going to happen. In addition, there's not going to be any individual music in my class this year. And I think this is how it's going to be with some of the other eighth grade teachers as well. But there's not going to be a time when you can do work and listen to music at the same time. Okay? Turning work in. All late work will receive a 0. Okay? However, you will still be expected to complete the work. I don't give you homework to give you grades. I give you homework for you guys to learn. Okay? So I want you to do it whether or not you're getting credit for it. Now, here's the wink wink part. It might help you out at the end of the bimester if you turn in your work. So let's let's say you turn in work, you have a 0 on it, and you're right between an A and a B, and you've had a really great year, and you turned in the assignment, you just turned it in late. Maybe I will give you credit for that assignment so that you can go up from a B to an A. All right. Copying. Copying will result in a 0. You guys know how that goes. Academic dishonesty is not accepted. I know that you got how easy it is for you to take a picture of something and send it to your friends or send it to a whole group. I strongly urge you not to do that. That is academic dishonesty. And as you'll learn a lot in my class, you'll realize that in my class, there's a lot of things that are much more important than getting a good grade. So to me, getting a 0 or getting a poor grade on a homework assignment is much, much better than getting 100% on a homework assignment that you didn't earn because someone just sent you the answers. Okay? And we'll talk a lot more about that. Class time. If you finish your classwork early, you can read or do work from another class. I have a bunch of really cool science books in my room that I think are fun to read. When I am talking or when anyone else is talking, please don't talk or read. You're in my class to learn. Another thing, if I do not need to give you a warning to send you to stage 1 or stage 2. All right, so if you're talking, if you're out of control, blah, 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 I'm almost always going to give you a warning before sending you to stage 1, but some cases I'll send you straight to stage 1. For example, if you like throw something and I see you throwing it, I'm going to send you straight to stage 1. Okay, and then I'm going to ask you, please do not go behind my desk or go into any of my cabinet stuff behind my desk. All right. Communication. This is huge. If you have a question about a grade, come find me before school, after school, or during lunch. It is not appropriate to talk about grades during class. All right? Or even better, send me an email and we can find a time to meet. I really want us to work on the skill of using email this year because that's a really useful skill for the rest of your life. If you have a question or a concern about physics, life, or anything, I will always, always make time to listen and speak with you. Like, that is the number one most important part of my job, is to make sure that you have someone that's there to listen to you, whether that be about science or that be about whatever. Okay? So please let me know if there's ever anything that you want to talk about. All right? Lab. We will be going to lab on Thursdays. You will be expected to bring long socks, shoes, jeans without holes, or school pants, and hair must be put in a ponytail. Yes, I know. This is tough because sometimes we're going to go to lab and we're not going to need that stuff. We're not going to need long socks. We're not going to need shoes. We're not going to need jeans. But it's the rules of the lab, right? And in this case, we need to follow those rules of the lab. And if you don't bring them, you will not come into the lab. I will have extra long socks for you if you forget your long socks, but the other stuff, you will not come in the lab, and you will not be allowed to go to find a friend to give you, well, like the correct pants or something like that. That's not going to be acceptable either. All right, so bring it. You guys know the deal. I mean, you had lab last year with Miss Gabby, so you know how it goes, and it's not going to be any different this year. Okay. So why do we have all of these expectations? I know this is like lame and it's so much like me telling you what you can't do, what's wrong, blah blah blah. But the reason that we have this is so that my class works well. All right. It's somewhere that everyone can learn and be comfortable because right now my number one priority is to make sure that you guys learn and that you guys grow as people while you're in my class. All right. And I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to make sure that that happens. And sometimes maybe that's going to mean that you're going to get sent to stage 1 or stage 2. But know that being sent to stage 1 or stage 2, that doesn't change how I feel about you as a student. Okay, it's just a part of what needs to happen to ensure that my class is a place where everyone can learn and feel comfortable. All right. So communications, this is a big one too. My email is culliman@jfk.edu.mx. You're all going to send me an email because for homework for Monday before 8 a.m., I want you to sign up for a Gmail account. All right, you're going to sign up for a Gmail account and send me an email with the following information. So when you sign up for your Gmail account, I want your email address. It should have your name in it. So it shouldn't be like superawesomebubblephan@gmail.com or like Neymar is God at gmail.com. I want it to be like caleb.ulliman@gmail.com. You can make other Gmail accounts if you want, but for the one that you use with me, I want to be able to look at your email address and see who's writing me an email. Okay? And these are the questions that I want you to answer in the email. So it should only take, I mean, you can do this in easily less than 10 minutes, right? What is one of Mr. Yu's hobbies? Um, what should you do in the following situation? The bell has rung and you left your pencil case in Mr. D's classroom. What are you going to do? And then when is a good time to talk to your teachers about a grade? You can see there's a rubric here, and you'll always have rubrics for all things that are graded. All right. So that is everything. I'm signing off, Mr. Yu, for the first video. I hope it works out and I don't lose this and I don't have to do it all again. But if I do, oh well. Yeah. Have a great afternoon or day.